Hello everybody, welcome back to yet another installment of Disney Cars Diecast's Ranked. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Take Flight collection. I'm pretty sure like all of these guys were deluxes, by the way. I can't tell, it doesn't say it on the package. But basically, for Moon Mater and Air Mater, and to prepare fans and collectors for Planes. Well, that's why Air Mater was released. It had some Planes characters, including like an early version of Sparky. Sparky did not look like that in the actual Planes movie, I'm saying. Disney and Mattel released the Take Flight collection, releasing awesome cars based off of those two shorts. And I'm sorry, I don't own any of the cars from this, well, except for Stu Bop. No, sir, I don't even have Stu Bop. I don't know. I may have Stu Bop. I think I have Marco. I don't know. He was labeled as new for some reason. He was not new. He was re-released. Whatever. I don't have any cars from the series, we'll say. But it's still an absolutely amazing series. There was a 3-pack, but no car in that pack was exclusive. At least. No, no car in that pack was exclusive. There was a 2-pack, which was actually in a box set for some reason. Well, because they were deluxes. So there was a 2-pack, and that as well as, I believe, 12 singles/deluxes. So let's get started with the worst. Stu Bop the Jet here appeared in the first Cars movie, but he also made a quick reappearance in a Cars tune. I believe it was Moon Mater. That's why he was released in the Take Flight collection. But he really is the worst because, well, you could get him in multiple other ways. His designs are cool, yeah, whatever. Marco's basically identical to him, so he's kind of unexciting. Plus, again, he's been released. He was released multiple times at that point. Rescue Chopper here is basically just repaint for the previously released Rescue Squad Mater helicopter. But this guy is pretty cool, in all honesty. He has a cool little bit of black paint on above the nose, and it is pretty cool. But compared to the others, it's not really as cool, especially because, well, this is just a variant of a non-exciting character. Well, in my opinion, it's not very exciting. So I'm assuming Disney told Mattel, okay, cool, so. Or, no, sorry, Disney comes up with all the cars. And they're like, okay, so we'll have 12 cars in this series. We're not going to release Sparky. We're not going to release Skipper or Mia and Tia from Air Mater or Moon Mater. We're not going to release, like, a miniature version of the jet that Mater takes. We're not going to release another Falcon Hawk, especially weird because when the Falcon Hawk's, the one that was released is labeled Falcon Hawk 1. So there's that. But in all honesty, this burnt Otto Not McQueen isn't too bad. I mean, his eye expression is cool, but the rest is honestly terrible, in my opinion. Well, I think he looks cool, but only because of the face, and there's really no reason that this guy had to be made. I really would have preferred a different car released in the series, even another Falcon Hawk with an alternate expression. Alright guys, so in videos like this, I just see that this as having kind of 4 categories. There's really bad, there's just bad, then there's okay, then there's good, then there's really good. We've officially gotten out of bad. We've crossed all the really bad cars off of our list. Now let's just get to okay. These guys aren't the best, but they're still pretty cool to pick up. And that brings us to Prop Wash Junction Biplane. I can't even tell where this guy appeared on Air Mater, but obviously when Mater was in Prop Wash Junction, probably just obviously in the background, probably had no lines. This plane is honestly pretty good. He's unique, that's for sure. I'm pretty sure that he or she, there's no official name for this character other than Prop Wash Junction Biplane. I'm pretty sure that they are just Barney Storman's model. Again, I don't have anyone from the series. Barney Storman's a pretty cool vehicle, and this character, whatever their real name may be, wherever they appeared, is honestly just a bit different, kind of a breath of fresh air in the Take Flight collection. It's just kind of randomly thrown in there, and I was complaining earlier on about how they could have used up a one character slot for someone a lot better instead of Burnt McQueen. Sure, yeah, they could have replaced the Prop West Junction biplane here with a better character, but in all honesty, I'm glad that this obscure little plane was made. He just doesn't really seem like a like a vehicle that would ever be released, especially not for the first wave. After this batch of cars and planes, there was no more for the Take Flight collection, no more Air Mater, no more Moon Mater cars, so this is just a bit unique. And if this thing had gone on for a second wave Take Flight, which I really wish it did, then this guy should have been included. Since I was little, I always thought that Autonaut McQueen in the actual cartoon short of Moon Mater just looked bad. I do like the diecast here, and he's perfectly fine and all, he's great and all. Burnt Autonaut McQueen is honestly a bit worse than him. That's why this guy's still relatively low on the list. Autonaut McQueen here, because I just don't think red is a good color for an Astronaut McQueen. Sure, yeah, McQueen is iconically red, something that he has to give up his lifetime of having red paint when he becomes Fabulous McQueen. But this McQueen, I feel like should have been painted white, just like how Mater, when he was an Autonaut, was painted white. Lightning should have been the same way, in my opinion, because, well, he has a white helmet and a white, rocket jetpack thing on him, so I just feel like that would have made more sense. For the positives of this car, I really, really like his little bubble helmet part. This Falcon Hawk, or she, because there was a female one, is honestly really cool. I'm pretty happy that Mattel did release a Falcon Hawk, well, two Falcon Hawks. There's just one issue. This Falcon Hawk is labeled Falcon Hawk 1, and the other one is labeled Falcon Hawk Black. Now, if you guys remember, they called themselves, Falcon Hawk Green, Falcon Hawk, other colors, and then Mater was Mater Hawk. I don't think any of them were called Falcon Hawk 1. If they were, then I made a mistake. Other than that, though, where's Falcon Hawk 2, then, if this is Falcon Hawk 1? Other than that, this is definitely a great plane. The Falcon Hawks look cool and sleek and aerodynamic. And then you have Mater. So, Mater here as a Falcon Hawk just looks a bit odd because, of course, his whole back half has been converted into a plane, but his front half is still old Mater, and it just looks weird. This Mater really does look great. He's very cool, and he's got the bubbly helmet, much like McQueen, and a bunch of other awesome features that make Autonaut Mater here absolutely amazing. There's just one major feature that I really don't like about him. His face. He looks way too serious when Mater is supposed to just be there to have fun, just for fun, having fun. And this guy looks way too serious. It's a face, though, that's pulled directly out of the short, which makes this Mater one of the most movie-accurate expression-wise Maters. And then there's Fighting Face Mater, who's basically identical to the movie version. In the short Air Mater, one of the Falcon Hawks sprains their wings, and that gives Mater his big break to become a Falcon Hawk. This die cast is made so perfectly, that's why I put it so much higher above the regular old Falcon Hawk, because this one with the sprained wing, they just did such an awesome job making putting a cast on the wing, and I'm super surprised that they even released it, but I'm so glad that they did. Here is the Nazca truck. I absolutely love this guy's design. I love the shade of blue that he is. There's just one weird thing. Why did Mattel make him? I mean, honestly, it's probably because he was really cheap to make, being the same exact model as Miles and Dustin Mellows. This guy just still looks absolutely amazing. I believe he literally had one line in the short Moon Mater. I just would have preferred him to have a unique expression. I'm pretty sure he has the same exact face as Dustin. I wish he had, like, the worried expression that's on his packaging, but oh well. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. When I was complaining about how, like, kind of clunky and how big Materhawk is, and, like, how his front is more of a square and should be more aerodynamic like the other planes. McQueen here, I think, just looks a whole ton better than Materhawk because, well, number one, he's smaller and he's, like, thinner. He's not as tall as Mater is as a diecast. He's not as big as Mater is as a diecast. And I just think he makes a much better looking plane. Alright, guys, here we go. We've entered the really, really good category. Well, the category on really good cars. We have 2 entries left. Let's get started. And before, to introduce this next topic, the next car, I just want to say I really don't hate Materhawk all that much. It's just that, well, when he's put up against his other counterparts in the Take Flight collection, Take Flight series, whatever, those are really superior to him, in my opinion. Without further ado, here are the next cars. Why get Materhawk and McQueen Hawk when you could get them metallic in a 2-pack? In the Cars diecast line, making something metallic makes it, like, instantly 1,000 times cooler, in my opinion. Even though these guys did not appear in the movie, this 2-pack, labeled a collector pack, is really, 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 really cool. And number 1 is, artificial drum roll please, Aviator Mater, not to be confused with the Mater, the greater variant of Mater of the same name. This Mater, I think, is just absolutely amazing. The amount of detail on him is great, and I just love how ridiculous and just funny and just flat out goofy this variant of Mater is. He has a aviator cap, he has wings on the sides, he's got a propeller in the back, and all of it's his same rusty brown color. Plus, his face is great, and his packaging picture is awesome. I just love this Mater, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know which character in this series is your favorite. Bye now.